Where the heck has Lethal been? Well, we're here, cars are here, everything's in good order, but let me tell you what's been going on. What is going on, guys? Matt over here with Lethal Garage, and it has been a while. Not only has it been a while since I've just uploaded consistently, but it has been a while even since the last video. It's been a rough one for me. I don't know where to start here. So this video is primarily a talking head. So if you guys are stumbling upon this or are just interested in what's been going on in life and going on and me personally and how I've been feeling and all that stuff, like, you know, listen to this in the background with your headphones on, or if you're driving or whatever, if you're interested in hearing all this. But you know, I'm going to get real. I'm going to talk a little bit about personal life and all the other greatness. And hopefully you guys can understand why I have been absent from the channel. I have kind of stepped away it's been quite a while since I've been any sort of consistent. And I think I owe you guys an explanation and why I'm back, why I'm even creating this video and why I want to do stuff. And let's just get right on into it. So as many of you guys know, I think it's been a couple years now, my mom passed away. And for those of you who have been watching my channel for any amount of time up until that point, I was getting pretty hefty. I was getting overweight. I mean, it was to the point where people were commenting on my legit breathing because I was like and my health was getting bad. And I don't know why I let myself get to that point, but when my mom got sick and passed away, it was like the nail in the coffin to me, and I ballooned. Like, I stress eat, so when I'm stressed or emotionally distraught or however you want to classify it, I'm not a medical person by any means, my comfort is food. My comfort is sugary snack treats, and I put on an epic ton of weight. I was well beyond 350 pounds, and things need to change. They needed to change. And my mom, before she passed away, her last request of me was to get healthy for my family. And as some of you guys know, I have 6 kids and a beautiful wife. My wife, bless her heart, she never really confronted me on the weight gain, but you know, she would maybe we shouldn't get so much sugary stuff. You know, like, bless her soul, like, for sticking with me and being my support and being awesome. But you know, I had made promises to her, like, I knew it was getting bad well before, you know, my mom got sick and passed away, but I promised my wife I would get in better shape, and I basically lied. I did nothing, you know, and maybe that was because my mom got sick or whatever, but it was bad. It was really bad. And so I needed to take my health into my own hands, and unfortunately it took a request from my mom literally on her deathbed to flip that switch in my brain and get me motivated to do something about it. And luckily, many of you guys know Mike from Red Barn Racing, good friend of mine, and he's like, I approached him. I was like, look, I want to get in shape. I know you go to the gym all the time, every day, like, just about, like, what should I do? Like, what can I do? And he's like, you're going to come to the gym with me. I'm like, okay. So sign up for a gym membership and started going to the gym 6 days a week. And I remember just, I hurt my right shoulder long ago. And so that was one of the big things why I never really went to the gym and started lifting weights, because I literally couldn't. I felt like a weakling. I was disappointed in myself. I mean, to like really summarize it up, if you remember videos like where LJ would come over, or Mike or Kyle Maplefed would come over and help me with stuff, it's because I legit could not handle the tool because of my shoulder to break bolts, like on brakes and stuff like that. I would have to get help. My shoulder was so bad, and I had to do something about it. So again, going to the gym, I had to overcome that initial hurdle of, there's something wrong with my shoulder. I need to fix it. And it just came down to re-strengthening it. I had to rebuild it back up, get it going, and I did. And I started losing weight because I changed my diet. I cut all sugar out. I cut sodas, candies, all that stuff. And I did kind of like a balanced diet. I didn't really follow anything per se, but it was like protein, carbs, fat. Met someone that kind of gave me general direction on what I should do. Obviously, kind of like the carbs in, carbs out. Make sure you're burning more than you're consuming. And I did that, and I lost a ton of weight over a year and a half, over 120 pounds. It was insane and awesome all at the same time. And it was just dedication and sticking to a diet. And we would mix it up a little bit because, you like plateau for like a week or so, and we'd swap around the protein or the carbs or whatever. And it was going good until, I guess, 8 months ago, April of last year, 2023. I tore my left shoulder, and it wasn't because of weightlifting and going to the gym. It was actually at karate. So I started up doing karate because I started feeling better. I was lighter weight. My knees and my feet weren't hurting me anymore, and I was able to do more extracurricular activities. And my son Zach, actually, he's like, "Dad, if I get preparatory black belt," so stepping back, karate place that for the kids, they have to go all the way through the belt colors. And if they're too young, then they graduate into the adult belts where they actually learn, I don't want to say real martial arts, but they learn martial arts that will very much hurt you and defend you. And he's like, "If I get preparatory black belt, Dad, would you join? I would love for you to start coming and like taking classes with me." And I said, "Yeah." I'm like, "If you achieve that rank, I'll do it." And he did. Worked really hard to do it. And so I signed up, started doing it. I'm now a gold belt. I feel like I could defend myself finally, which is awesome. But all that being stated, I would have never have done that if I didn't lose the weight that I did, started feeling good again. And I mean, you can see, like, I'm not fat Matt anymore. I'm not fat lethal. I went from a 4X shirt to a 2XL. My waist went from a 48 down to a 30. What am I? 30, 34, 36. I think I'm 36 right now. Getting dangerously close to being able to drop down to 34s, but it's crazy. Like, big changes have happened. I feel really good, and work and all sorts of other stuff have just been a bigger focus. And the biggest focus that I changed from doing YouTube all the time was family all the time. I've had 2 beautiful daughters within the last 3 years, and just hanging out with them and my sons and spending more time with them, playing games or wrestling around or just doing life with my family has become a huge priority on top of my health. Whereas before, I don't want to say my family wasn't a priority, but I was starting to prioritize YouTube content over my family, and that was a problem. And so that was, obviously, I stepped away from YouTube because of my mom and all that other stuff. I also stepped away because I wanted to focus on myself, my health, both mentally and physically. And those are things that I feel like I've been able to accomplish and jump over those hurdles in life and get to where I'm at now. And do I hate YouTube? No, I don't hate YouTube. I just kind of deprioritized it for a little while. And as you saw, I still was doing news pieces because I am truly a Camaro guy, enthusiast, and the news and information I was getting over the years and all this stuff that led up to basically the end of the Camaro just bummed me the hell out, and props to people like Camaro Cave and CB and a lot of the other channels out there still covering Camaro stuff consistently. Like, I was done. Like, I didn't want to talk about 6th gen Camaro anymore because they killed it off. They let the car go to the wayside. In my personal opinion, the collector's edition package was worthless. I mean, for those of you who own them, I mean, no disrespect to that, but they could have done so much more. And I just was disappointed and let down to the point where I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to bring notoriety to the things that were out there outside of what I had already done. I was just bummed out about it. And so at the end of the day, super cool cars, don't get me wrong, but I just felt like they could have been a lot more. So all that being stated, I've gotten over all of that. Camaro is out of production. Camaro's done. There's been some cool things popping around here and there that, I was kind of like, do I make a video about it? Do I, like, the Hendrix Motorsports ZL1 they just revealed? That car's pretty cool for their 40th anniversary. Um, like, do you want to talk about the Japan cars? No, because no one that watches my channel lives in Japan that I'm aware of, at least according not to the analytics. So I just, I was over it. So I'm getting back into it. Obviously, I've been working on my cars. So my 71 is done. If you didn't see the video about the hood, this car was hoodless for many, many years. Now it is not. So the car is basically done. Just got the front carbon fiber spoiler from Anvil Auto on there. Going to do a video on that here pretty soon. And the 6th gen Camaro is going to be coming out to play. I sat down with Maple Fed and Red Barn Racing Mike, and I was like, dude, you know what I miss? I miss going out with the boys and going to the track and racing. And my car is not the fastest car out there. Never will be. And I wanted to break a certain record. I wanted to be the fastest Whipple 6th gen. We were never able to do it. The car makes the power. We never figured out how to properly launch this stupid thing. So we're going to go back out there and do that. So that's the goal. That's the plan. So we got race stuff coming. I purchased a new vehicle, and I'm going to share that in the video that's coming out just after this one. So I don't want to go into the details on it, but it's beautiful, and it's my new precious. Well, nothing's going to replace the Camaro, but it's my new daily. So I'm super excited about it. Not going to show it to you right now. And I think I may have flipped the camera a few times. So if there was like blackout, like blurry moments, that's why, because I realized I accidentally showed it before I actually revealed it. So that's that. So overall, my health is really good. I've been getting blood work done every quarter. I went from a lot of reds, really serious issues, very overweight, very obese, you can say, to everything's green. My current diet, my current workout routine, everything's working. My shoulder has healed. I've finally been able to push and start building muscle. I want to get buff. So my goal is to get a little more ripped. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. I got like pectoral muscles. I used to have boobies, and now I'm feeling good. So I hope you guys are all doing good, because I haven't chatted with a ton of people in a while in the comments outside of like the news pieces, but it's nice to kind of be back and have a place to talk to. And I'm almost tempted to kind of shoot videos, and I need your guys' guidance here, because obviously this channel was originally built around computer stuff, and then it moved to car stuff. And many of you have come from all sorts of different avenues, from 2nd gen Camaro and 6th gen Camaro, and maybe Ram trucks, maybe Suburbans, maybe now this new car. Definitely not my old daily, because that car's terrible. But would you guys be interested in more personal style updates and talking about like my journey in weight loss and going to the gym and all that kind of stuff? I'd be interested if you guys want to see content. Like, it wouldn't be, oh, this channel's turning into a fitness channel, like that. Nothing like that, but just one-off videos that are just like, this is what I did, this is what helped me. Obviously, the fitness journey for everyone is different. What you find that works for you is completely different based on the person. So I don't want to create content that's like, oh, you have to do this because this is the only way, because that's just not true. There's so many fitness things that you can do that work for some people and not for others, etc. And these are all things I've learned on the way, and found certain things that work for me really well. And maybe you guys are like me, 6'5", and you weigh over 300 pounds and you want to get in shape. I'd love to share what I did if you're interested in going down that path. So let me know down in the comments. I think it could either be beneficial for some people or not. I don't know. So either or, super excited to start creating content again. I don't know how consistent new videos are going to be coming out. My son's car, the 1970 Camaro, is just coming out of bodywork, going to paint. So we got a whole car to build, people. So we got that side. I got my final wheels and brakes for the 71 Lethal Classic. So this car is going to be 100% done for what I envisioned it to be. Will we still do stuff to it? Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. But in my eyes, the final bits and pieces of what I've been waiting for to call it done are finally here. So can't wait to share that with you. Well, the brakes are here, but the wheels are incoming. They should be shipping any day now. And then as far as my 6th gen goes, I have so much stuff I need to do to that car. I have TBM brakes. We have multiple videos that I've shot that I need to edit and release. And it's funny because you're going to see content of me when I was still pretty heavy that I shot and I never released. Mainly because I was embarrassed on how big I got. Like, it was bad. Really bad. So there's a lot of things we still want to do to the car. I think we're going to do new suspension on the vehicle itself. I'm looking at the Viking Performance setup. May go that route. I have Eibach drag springs that I've never really told anybody about outside of Instagram. So if you're following me on Instagram, you may have seen the pictures where I dropped the car off at Eibach. They're brand new drag springs for the 6th generation Camaro. So we're going to be going to the track, testing those out, see if they help with our launch problems. You probably did see the video if you were interested. We moved the car all the solid bushings, so that's already done. And you know, there's a bunch of learning still to do with this car. And because I'm so much smaller, I gotta get a new seat. The old seat that I have in there, I like move around in there like, you know, too much. So I need to get a little bit more comfortable and probably get either a new Kirky or find a different race seat that's gonna allow me to still have good headroom. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be a smaller Kirky, but yeah. And then obviously the new vehicle and tons of videos around that. And I think a lot of you Chevy people are gonna be excited about that. So I think that's it. I think that's all I want to get off my chest in this video. I may have wanted to say more, but my brain's just not there. But I do appreciate you guys sticking through this talking head piece. Nothing really to share or show, obviously, here. But I miss all you guys. I miss doing the events. I miss traveling out to Kentucky and going to Camaro Fest. I miss all the local events and being a part of the Camaro community in a much bigger way. You guys have done so much for me over the years and supporting events and so, like buying swag and stuff, supporting my son's blood disorder, which he is amazingly fine now. And some of you guys, like, you know, this channel has blessed me in more ways than one. And I feel terrible that I stepped away for a while. But I do want to come back and hopefully you guys will have me back. So I definitely want to keep it going. The ultimate goal is to keep building Camaros. Camaros not in production anymore, but there is millions of Camaros on the road or off the road currently that we can bring back on the road. And I feel like that's the angle that is pulling at my little heartstrings for the Camaro enthusiast inside of me, is bringing back a 3rd gen or rebuilding a 1st gen, or dare I say it, get a 4th gen. I would love to buy a Z28, but man, the price of those cars are getting insane for the 5th gen Z28. So I don't fully know where we're going, but I do know I have enough stuff to do. I was like, I could literally quit my job and just focus on all this car stuff and be busy every day for who knows how long. So I'm not going to do that, but I need my day job. But all that being stated, I appreciate all the support and love you guys have provided over the years. So many of you guys, again, supporting the business through Lethal Garage with the Flex Fuel kits, or buying GM parts and stuff through me, or Holly parts, etc. Like, you guys have been huge helps in getting us through many trials and tribulations through our family's lives. And I've loved going out and meeting so many of you. So many of you I've got to meet in person. Never dreamed a YouTube channel would lead me to travel the country to meet people face to face that have found me on this YouTube video or on Instagram or whatever. And it's awesome. It's awesome to see. So that's all I got. That's it. That's all. Let me know what you guys think down below against all the things that I kind of talked about in the video. Thanks for checking this out. And until next time, guys, I'll see you on the road.